Last month, the United States unemployment rate fell to its lowest point in half a century. And since the last recession, the unemployment rate has dropped steadily. April's jobs report from the Bureau of Labor Statistics marked it at 3.6%, bringing the country into what economists call full employment.
Roughly 50% of our South and West Side neighborhoods in Chicago have an unemployment rate over 10%. People don't realize that. 25% of Chicago's neighborhoods have an unemployment rate over 15%.
And the unemployment rate among blacks, that dropped to 5.5% and is now at the lowest level on record.
These are numbers that, when you think about the national rate, are just in our neighborhoods where they're not feeling it the same way. We're not feeling it the same way.
Consumers are working at higher wages. Right. They are spending at a rapid pace. They're actually saving also while they're spending. That's an ideal situation.
I grew up in West Garfield Park neighborhood. It's kind of rough. Yeah, West Garfield Park is one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. I love it, but it does have its ups and downs. I've seen a lot of trauma. I've seen a lot of kids as young as like 8 years old get shot in my neighborhood. It's sad. When I graduated from high school around like 18, I was like, I don't really know. I don't really have a path. I started working for this program called my Offer Redemption Project. They started talking to me and seeing what I really wanted. That's when I went through the skills for Chicagoland Future, and that's how I got here. I was like, that's a start. I would definitely be in a different position if I wasn't connected with Chicago Skills.
At the beginning, I was a little bit of a skeptic. I wasn't quite sure if Skills was going to be able to do what they promised us. Skills proved me wrong. They have definitely done what they said and much more.
Hiring the unemployed and underemployed provide us with untapped talent that we can then grow throughout Rush. Not only is it the right thing to do, but it allows us to get people out of the communities and give them great opportunities to advance themselves and regenerate their own communities.
Here at Rush, I'm an environmental technician. I'm just trying to be an example for the kids that's younger than me. I see the potential in my city.
Employers will always need talent, but what gets lost in that is that neighbors need a connection piece to get that job. And that is where Skills started. That's where Skills will continue to be, and that's where we hope to expand from, to continue to kind of chip away at that unemployment disparity that exists in our neighborhoods.
My work journey is all over the place because I did not know what I wanted to do for a very long time in my life. So I would go from place to place, from school to school. I switched my major like 3 or 4 times, ended up leaving, and it was a mess. That's when I got the email to apply for the program. I was like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I have nothing to lose, so let's apply. And I applied and I'm here. It's a direct line with employment and education. They bridge that gap.
Skills is really thoughtful about meeting people where they're at in terms of their employment journey, but also meeting employers where they're at, what our needs are.
Skills, uniquely, we do refer to them as the glue that does it all, because it's not only that employability factor that they really create for people otherwise that might not happen, but they understand the community, they invest in the community. The partnership that we have not only enhances our brand, but really lets us get to the best talent available.
They don't provide or haven't provided a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather they've taken the time to understand our hiring needs and create solutions that meet those needs. The impact that we've had on youth through these programs would definitely not have been possible without our partnership with Skills.
The next step is to become a manager, a general manager, and to go back to school to get my bachelor's in business and communications so that I could work in a corporate position. Now I feel like I'm actually living and experiencing life the way I'm supposed to.
People need to discover it's not the talent is somehow hidden away. It's there and available. It's the opportunities that are not widely distributed. So it's taking the opportunities that employers have and discovering the talent that exists. You just have to go looking in different places.
A job can be the first step or the middle step towards a change in somebody's life. Skills Chicagoland's future is in the middle, to be a convener, facilitator, to be a consultative partner, to aid the companies to be able to get unemployed into jobs, and then to reach into the neighborhoods to find that extraordinary talent that exists that the corporations are having a hard time finding. And so the pieces are all there. And if we can continue to work together and really light the fire under this, truly the sky's the limit in terms of the impact we can make.